Ah, bam, 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 bam.
And the Banitsa vanished. And here I am.
What a tale! Well, Kolya, you sure got lucky. Sure did find me a fine maid.
Huh.
Come on. Don't.
I don't know
Udah
what to
kemarin.
do now.
Are you still alive after 18 years?
Nothing to it, really. Wherever the Banya stove is lit, her mind has grown weak. She's rather old, but she's also taught me things. She's taught me quite a bit. I am an ogre myself, to a certain extent.
Remember I asked
She switched this chore with my mom.
that's the
Good. I
remember I asked you
She's this chore with my
that's where we'll that's the kind
Good. I remember the way.
so
But
I said though you'll find your Aspen demon there.
let's go then.
Let's go then. Chart. Deal. Yang kemarin. Level 9, level 6.
feels like it was all in a dream.
I felt this way also.
I feel as if I've been asleep for all my life.
They say the changelings learn a lot from evil spirits.
That's true. The Banning's been teaching me. Urged me on with burning coals. Well, now I know quite a bit.
Like a witch?
Well, maybe not like a witch. I'm nowhere close to you. I know a thing or two, though. About herbs, talismans, and so on. Maybe I'll help you sometime.
Yang lainnya kemana? Gimana?
Were the other children with you?
There were. Not for long, though. The ones that you saw were made by the Abdiricha out of coals. But there were others. If a woman giving birth curses her child, or if somebody doesn't ask for permission to come in, the Abdiricha tried to lure them in. Always had some coals shaped as toys or candy in her hands. So when the child came close, she grabbed it.
Where are those other children?
That's the thing. Not everyone lives through it. Some are strangled by chords, some perish from sadness. I had friends, you know.
How does it feel to finally be in a human house?
It's exactly the way I imagined it. A different world entirely. There used to be undead, darkness. But here, there's life.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Yaduh yang masuk.
Hello to you, witch! The talk of the West is that you're a powerful knower, so I came to you.
Itu domba nih.
I brought some bread. It's stale, but it's all I have. There's an unique in our cemetery terrorizing the entire area. She died, you see, but hadn't passed on her shorts. You know how it goes.
Very well. I'll drop by when I'm near.
Pemilik. Apa ada yang bagus atau tidak?
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence.
Be wise and go forth. Knowledge will serve as your daily bread.
Udah punya semua. Jelek.
You hear the loud cries of an infant coming from the woods. Is this a demon's trick or an actual child? You can't tell from here. You see a defenseless infant lying between the branches of a split tree. There are some gifts for the Leshi nearby. It seems that the peasants left their child in hopes that he would be cured of a disease. As a rule, the baby is left for several days in a forest in the hope of a miracle. You know well that the Leshi won't bother to help the child get well. This infant won't survive the night out here on its own. You think about what to do next.
Tiga. Ambil dan bawa.
You bring the child to the closest village and steal the Leshi's gifts. You get lucky and quickly find the child's parents. You explain to them the dangers of such treatment and tell them to come to you for advice and herbs. The parents look scared, and it seems that they've learned their lesson.
Ya. Terima kasih pada aku. God trick. Oh, herbal, baguslah.
It seems the witch doctor expected your visit. She must have learned about it from her shorts. Her entire house is...
What? Want some pranics? I've solved everything already. Oh, you want some herbs? Well, take a look then.
Poisonnya.
You notice a familiar silhouette of the wooden church among the branches. You decide to come inside and rest a bit from the long road. When you come closer, you understand that this church has been long since abandoned. The windows are boarded up, and here and there you can see holes in the walls, as black as empty eye sockets.
Tinggalkan investigasi.
You can't overcome your curiosity and push on the mossy door. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. The old building is filled with an eerie silence. It seems that this place still holds the mysterious power of the church services once held here. You look around and find a forgotten purse with golden rubles. You take it and continue your journey.
Thank you. Dapat uang. Astaga men, apa ini?
You breathe in the chilly air. The night silence envelops you like a black blanket. You look around. The village houses are frozen still, waiting for the dawn. At the village edge, you notice the bent shadow of an abandoned izba. Inside, you notice a crooked doorway to a galbets and an ink-black cellar behind it. You
Oke, thank you. Masih ada cuy.
You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izbas, you see a late-running vichorka. It may be worth stopping to listen for a while.
Mendekat.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Join singing.
At night, the roads of Perm province are not the safest of places for the common folk. This time, it is not demons that block your path, but rather 3 highwaymen.
Oh. Aku akan minta tolong pada Nikolai.
Nikolai fearlessly walks towards the bandit, but then stops dead in his tracks. The bandit is an old comrade of his. After a brief conversation, the bandits disappear into the forest.
Cemetery. Aduh. Apa ya kuburan dulu ada.
You enter an old moonlit cemetery.
Masih ada.
Wooden tombstones are half broken. They stand in the dark like a squad of silent soldiers, each one staring at you blindly. You remember that this is the cemetery where the old hag Manka was buried. She was a famous witch Ikotnik. You search the silent cemetery and feel your skin crawl, a sign that evil spirits are nearby. One of the graves is dug up as if by a wild beast.
Ah, periksa.
You come closer. You almost fall over, but hold on to an old cross. Immediately, you realize that the old witch left her demons inside the crucifix.
Oh, Yaduh gede lagi. Poisonnya banyak-banyak deh. Tiga, oke lah bisa lah. Dia mah udah langsung mati. Udah mati. Apakah itu yang mati kan bang? Bangke sih.
You finally reach the changeling bride's home village. Houses are scattered among grim firs. You feel the presence of evil spirits, and the book also seems to tremble with anticipation. You soon find the izba, where the presence of evil spirits is strongest. As you approach, you hear the shrill cries of a baby coming from inside. The bride bites her lip and shifts from one foot to the other. You sigh. You'll need to make the first move.
Oh,
Who goes there?
agak Fiat di koma.
My baby can't sleep. Who are you girls? What do you need?
Your child is a demon. See for yourself.
The Abdericha's changeling lies in the cradle, looking exactly like a human baby. How can I make him show his true form?
Doa.
You begin to whisper a prayer, but the child is not calming down. The Banya bride quickly walks up to the baby and tosses it over her shoulder.
Christ's kingdom, what are you doing, you witch?
Take a look at who you're raising.
The crying baby turns into a piece of wood.
Step aside. Hide over the stove.
As soon as the mother and daughter climb above the stove, the log attacks you.
Aku diserang oleh kayu. Aduh, 85 lagi. Bang, oke. Shot babi ya. Gimana ininya sih? Akhirnya hilang. Bebek. Yaduh. Mati mas. Cut. Yaduh.
The bride tells her mother who she is. They hug. You can only guess how it feels to lose 18 years of your life. At the same time, the log turns into black smoke and sweeps into the black book. You feel dizzy. The world turns around you in a violent gale, disappearing in flames. Everything becomes dark.
Oh, balik lagi ke sini.
Impressive. In only a week's time, the first seal is gone. All that's left is to open the seal. As I told you, you are very talented.
So what do I do now? Where do I find the next evil spirit?
Berarti ada 7 kan? Baru 2. 5 lagi.
You can't figure this out yourself? Others have spent years, decades even, just to break one seal. The next seal, as you know, is of water. I imagine it won't be difficult to find Evangeloi. Not in your neck of the woods.
Who did it before me?
People of greatness who became greater when they reached the end of the Black Book. The Black Book makes wishes come true. It can be used in many ways. You should think about how you can use it.
What happened to that log? Why was it sucked into the book?
Surely you don't think you get your wishes for free. You must feed the fire. Some spirits just vanish, absorbed by the book. Others possesses power enough to break the seal.
Gitu ya.
Why are the seals blocked with passes? Was the book written by the people of Perm?
Nothing of the sort. The book changes, adapts. I think the book has been testing you. If you could not figure out the primitive symbols of the truths, you would be unworthy of it.
Who are you and why do you drag me into this hole? Why shouldn't I feed you to my book?
And lose such an invaluable helper. All of your Zagavars. It is I who empower them. They would not be as strong without me in your service. You will learn the nature of such things in time.
It's time for me to return to the light.
Is that all you wished to ask me? Very well. You may go. We will meet again when you break the water seal. I would, however, think carefully on the subject of our next chat if I were you. Me being such a priceless assistant.
Chapter 2.
Wake up, Vasya! Vasilisa!
Grandpa?
Well, have you come to your senses? How did you end up here? A minute ago, no one was here.
You tell old Yegor about your meeting with the Chort.
So the second seal is gone. Now it's time for a water one. Good job, Vasya. Good job. We might actually make it. Well, you rest a bit now, before your next task.
Vasya, what's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pet me. I'm not your cat. I'm a demon, all right?
Can't bet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit.
Wait, what poker? Are you mad, Gramps?
Maybe that will make you a better susetko. I have to feed you for that out of my can heart? Yesterday, some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Huh? Not a sign, you furry short.
Why, stop, come on, you'll hate me, damn it. Be careful, Igor. All right, I get it. I will do a better job as a susetka from now on.
That's better. Next time my hit will find its mark.
He's not the kind to spoil his children.
I know, right? What happened after you became a spirit?
Seems like I do remember. We susetkas can see future quite well. I was from Chut's tribe, I think.
You're one of the Chud? They say Chud are small and wide-eyed. And you're cats!
There are spirits. People lived here. A tribe like Komipirmins a long time ago. So, I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was. I remember exactly that I lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold. So I became a house spirit. And when Isba was gone and the church appeared, then I must have moved there. A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was susetka in that Isba. Tell you later.
So you can take any shape?
I can. A wolf or a man, take your pick. Usually don't need it though. Ordinary people, the rest they imagine themselves.
Oke,
Let's go. We'll talk later.
apa lagi yang datang? Akhirnya manusia.
Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
Yes.
That's right. What?
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out, please. I'm from Ustbarovsk. I have a salt factory there. I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge here now.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God wills it.
It is as you say. God abandoned our salt works. One day there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some shadows near the salt boxes.
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over the gubernia.
This is true. However, there was no brine at first. And the other day, some workers went missing. It's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I've already organized my own guards. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
Tell me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people went missing.
A week ago we hit brine. It just started gushing out. So we started working it, day and night. Filled all the salt boxes. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night shift. He went missing. People said he went on a binge. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes. On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men, myself among them. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some sort of shadow appeared. Trishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself, and the shadow ran to the barn, or to the oven, or to the salt box, I couldn't tell which. Come morning, I saddled the horses.
Okay.
Tell me about your salt works.
It isn't close. A factory near Ust-Urolka. We do everything there. Extract the brine and load the permianko onto the barges. Accidents happen, can't avoid them. But we never had to deal with demons.
Okay.
You said the salt started to disappear.
For half a year we had little to no salt. Disasters, one after the other.
Iblis yang suka mencuri garam.
But we held on. Now we struck brine. Workers have gone missing.
Pekerjanya hilang, garamnya hilang. Okay.
I won't leave you hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward.
Don't worry about that. We won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodyanoi?
With the Vodyanoi? He doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodyanoi vodka and baked
Vodyanoi?
treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organize transportation for you. They'll get you to the station. There, the manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. I'll go. Well, see you soon.
God himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I... Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get the required herbs. Get to it.
Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the Domovoy came to be. Galbets and his boss cellar. Old Yegor says that's where the Domovoy lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
Ya biasanya lurus. Hey. Mail spot.
Cherdyn, 100 verst. Solikamsk, 22 verst. Ust-Urolka, 10 verst.
Oh, banyak orang, bagus. Chart. Oh iya, chart.
This cart has seen better days.
Apa itu kuda?
Fedka, go shoot some magpies on the street. I'm sick of their calling.
Halo bapak-bapak.
So I rolled up a cigarette. And then I tell him, you know,
Samson.
spicing it up with curses. Then he crowed and disappeared. Happened this year in the hunting season.
Was he also asking about your daughter?
Come on, Your Excellence. Every knowledgeable passerby thinks he has to pull my leg.
God bless.
God bless.
The nobleman glances at you, flushes red, and nods in a restrained manner.
There aren't any horses at the station.
Really? And what about your Sivka?
The Sisetko's been riding that one for 7 nights straight. She doesn't let anybody near. You have to wait for fresh post horses. They're due in the morning.
And listen to Samson's tall stories. My name is Alexander. My companion is none other than the station caretaker.
Okay, Alexander.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Uzbarovsk factory.
You won't make it far without a carriage at this hour. We can play some cards while we wait. Where are you from?
From Vilgard. I have business at the factory. The horses could bring me only as far as this station.
The locals perhaps are afraid of riding in the direction of the factory.
Why?
Well, what do you expect? The factory is haunted, and now demons have snipped the telegraph lines. What a mess. At this rate, we'll be left without a Tsar.
Did the demons cut the lines or what?
Who else?
According to you, the demons are to blame for everything. Is winter also their doing?
You bet. Have you heard of Shulikons?
Apa itu shuriken? Seasonal spirit. Oh gitu. Ya. Taruh pada saat Natal dan Tahun Baru.
I know about them. And I know for a fact that the winter is not their doing. It's all in the celestial bodies.
Really?
So what happened to the telegraph?
Who knows? The monitor came, took the horses, told me he was going to fix them. Took the stableman as well.
Samson says the spirits are to blame. He says all sorts of superstitious things.
Try living by the forest as long as I have. You'd see stranger things.
What have you heard about the factory?
It used to be a fine factory, before the devil came. People started to disappear. There's always some witchery going on.
Was it before the recent disappearances?
I heard the same thing from the peasants. They say it's a bad place.
That's right. Everyone knows the mills are all haunted. What?
Just don't go in the water if you can't swim.
He told me about other cases.
Well, there's no lack of misfortune. Pahom sure had it tough. Then all these problems with the brine started.
Now they tell me more salt workers are disappearing. God is punishing them.
Or the devil.
What about you, Alexander? Where are you going?
I'm going to Logova village.
Let's go for
I'm a doctor, studied in St. Petersburg.
Hello, doctor.
The doctor there has his hands full. A difficult case. We've been exchanging letters.
I know a little about folk medicine. What happened here?
A witch doctor? Well, listen. The peasant girl developed a kind of emaciation. She can't sleep at night, hallucinates.
What do the people say?
The usual things. Curses, kolduns.
I know how to deal with that. Perhaps I could help you.
There's no curse there. I mean, are there even such things?
Oh, kalau tak percaya, Kutukan?
There's a sick girl in Logova village. Come, I'll be waiting for you. I mean, I'll be in the village.
Will we get to Urolka with this horse?
Sure, if Sivka comes to its senses. Doesn't look like it, though.
I want to ask about something else.
Check on the house.
I'll go check on your livestock. Maybe I can calm it down.
Go on. His Excellence also has places to go. He's been waiting.
Oh, hai, kuda. Kuda putih yang bagus. Whoa.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you see a black shadow shuffling around the animal.
Scare the house. Kutukannya.
Oh, a witch! Do your folk have a coven here or something?
Ternyata kau, Bapak Domba.
Why do you torture the animal? Esosiatko is supposed to look after the horses, not torture them.
So you see me? What of it? This animal is the wrong color. It's not like that of the master.
What?
The color is wrong. What color do you require?
Oh, I'd be happy even with a small, puny horse, but it should be the same color of the master's beard.
Ya kau tak bisa begitu lah.
If I waste this one, he'll buy a new one.
Oh, Gitu ya.
I can arrange something with Samson. I'll tell him to buy a new one.
And you one. Well, you talk to him, witch. We'll see. We'll see.
You leave the domovoi alone and get back to the yard.
And back to the yard. Kemana?
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
Susetko.
I went to the stables. It's true. The Susiatko bothers the horse.
See? I told you. Did you hear that, Your Excellence?
A Susiatko? Really?
Your stable host says the color is wrong.
I knew it. Something is wrong. Is Pinto not to his liking? What color would he prefer?
The Susiatko wants you to buy a different color horse. But what color does he want?
What? Siapa yang punyanya? Kau atau kau? Oke. Yang punya siapa ini? Grey.
The Susiatko looks at your hair. He needs a gray animal.
Iya. Yang punyanya.
Oh, so that's what's wrong. I knew it. All right, I'll buy a new horse. Tell that to our dear Susetko.
Oke, Susetko. Let's do it.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you see a black shadow shuffling around the animal.
You again! So they don't call you a Noah for nothing.
Samson will buy a new horse soon.
I know you settled things. Well, I leave this horse be. Farewell, witch.
The domovoi disappears, and the horse gradually settles down.
Akhirnya. Baca apa-apa?
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
I managed to calm the animal down. I made arrangements with the Susiatko.
Well, what do you know? All right, I'll get you where you need.
Thank you for not sharing any more of these wonderful stories.
They aren't stories, that's what happened.
Tidak percaya ya. Kokarin wood. Gak bisa, oke.
The caretaker points in the direction of Ust-Urolka, and the cart with Alexander in it departs to Logova village. As you plan your next moves, you're interrupted by a shadow that appears suddenly on the road.
Aku akan menggambar lingkaran.
You quickly draw a circle. The shadows come closer while you prepare the black book.
Who goes there?
Vision.
I'm from Vilgard. I'm headed to the salt works.
Cross yourself first.
Nope.
I won't cross myself.
Away! Away, demon!
The peasant flees. In a moment, the sound of his footsteps dies down.
Fresh eye curtain.
Sharp pine trees overhang the road like the legions of demons you've seen in many icons at the Church of the Trinity. You nearly jump. The forest darkness is torn apart by a flaming whirlwind hurtling over the trees. Proshka advises you to follow the demon. Could he be the one to blame for Logova's misfortunes? Proshka advises you to follow the demon. Could he be the one to blame for Logova's misfortunes?
Oke, aku akan follow.
You run after the fiery whirlwind. You think that you've lost it, but then see it above the trees again. The chase leads you to Logova. You knock on the door of the Izba, next to which you saw a fiery image vanish. Alexander opens the doors. Inside, the doctor has already prepared the remedies. Among the bottles, you notice several old candles.
I didn't expect you to answer the invitation. But come in. Here is...
On a bench, under the icons, lies an emaciated woman. Her eyes are open, but clearly do not see. She whispers abrupt phrases.
He'll come. He'll be back. He'll be back.
What are you talking about? What are you waiting for?
Vanya, he's back. I know it.
It seems that this woman is delirious after several sleepless nights.
This Vanya, is he presumed dead?
He's alive. Alive. I've seen him. He's well except for his missing spine.
Her husband was killed in action. The news came not so long ago, they say.
I saw a demon near the village.
That's the tales of Samson. They make you see things.
No, I think evil spirits has a hand in this.
Of course they did.
Don't believe me? I know for sure a demon's at fault. The demon comes to the girl in the image of her dead husband. It drains her of her life force and can lead to her death. What spirit is to blame for her sickness?
Demon kah? Great. That's she.
Could it be Eliashi visits her and takes her Izba for his own?
Salah.
No, it's more likely that the fiery snake is at fault. It all fits. The dead man, the visions, the lack of a spine. He must be close right now.
Close? Yes, he's here. Soon my Vanya will come.
When did she fall ill?
The local doctor first wrote to me about her several months ago.
A long time. We won't cure her with words at this point. There's this type of chort. They take the form of the dead and visit the living. They can... We need to ambush the chort that's been haunting her. If we get on the stove, he won't notice us. You'll see it with your eyes if you're close.
This is madness.
If we don't do this, the woman will soon follow her husband. No powders will make her better. Besides, they say that educated men like to put everything to the test.
Alexander reluctantly agrees and gets on top of the stove. You don't wait long. Sparks fly out of the mouth of the stove, and out crawls a pale chort with cow's hooves. For a moment, you think you hear Alexander whispering protective zagavers. However, you have no time to think. You need to decide what to do next.
Hey, you demon! Come again yesterday!
Oh.
All the streak in a book. Who's there on the stove?
Why do you torture this girl with a fiery snake? Get out while you still can!
You guessed it.
That's what I think.
That's enough. The stove won't stop me. I'll get you.
The chort turns into a sheaf of sparks. You jump off the stove and draw a circle.
Ayolah. Poisonnya 2 tuh. Yaduh. Apa itu? Gila. Ya 18 gila sih. Mati dong. Lain wait. Aduh, 10 lagi gila. Mati dong. 10. Oh enggak, bagus. 19 gila. Enggak ngotak. malah nambah satu kan Bang. Ya bingung.
The short breaks out with a brilliant flame and disappears into the stove.
Kalah.
It won't return to this izba, but it's better for you to prepare for your next encounter with it. Alexander thanks you modestly and prepares to set off. The young man avoids looking at you. It seems his meeting with the demon had a profound effect on him. He reluctantly admits that he whispered some prayers while sitting on the stove.
Kutukannya gak ngotak gitu. Kutukan dari demon sendiri. Oke. Aduh.
The telegraph wires stretch between the poles like the strings of a giant spindle. The wooden structures look alien, and the grim trees around them seem to glare at them reproachfully. By the road, you notice a couple arguing in a lively manner.
Oh, Lord. How do I even begin my journey there? My lord, I'm scared. Did you hear what they were saying on the station?
I'll show you, Scared.
Good evening.
Let God arise, and his foes vanish.
Oh, damn you. Who goes there?
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Ustyorolsk factory.
Good lord. Why are you roaming around at night? We're up to our necks as it is. We scared all the neighborhood.
I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Under the poles, the tracks are human, and then they turn into hoof tracks. I'm not going there. You go if you need it.
Mind who you're talking to. I'm the monitor.
What were those tracks? Perhaps it was some animal.
No animal walks barefoot. When the chief told me about the telegraph, I went over there. So I ran.
Come here tomorrow. I'm sure it won't be as haunted in the morning.
I can't. The supervisors will skin me alive. I've been told to find the source of the problem and fix it.
Well, good luck fixing it. And cheer up.
The factory's over there. You won't miss it.
Gak bisa balik lagi ke rumah gitu. Biar beli
Just
nangka.
before dawn, the village is still, wrapped in icy dew. You're greeted by the whisper of a stream, a breath of damp wind, and the faint song of peasants who stayed up late. The quiet melody restores your powers. You pass the tranquil settlement and go to a crossroads. Looks like some chorts are hiding here.
Ya, ini babi lah. Nah, gini kan enak gitu lihatnya. Lapar.
You reach the factory office. They were expecting you, and you soon meet the manager.
Ah, Vasilisa, you're here? Good.
Yes, the Lord surely helped me to get here. You could at least have sent some horses to get me.
It's not that far away.
You really don't know what's been going on? In one village, I had to defeat a fiery snake. In the other village, God knows what's been going on. Demon...
That's all bad news. If I knew beforehand, I would give the coachman some money for vodka. They also get scared in the dark. Well, I'm sure it will work out. The main thing right now is to figure out what's been going on here at the factory. What's most important is to go on making salt.
Salt?
I've heard that even before the disappearances, there was something strange going on.
People talk.
Can you tell me more about it?
Let bygones be bygones. The brine went away, so they started talking. It was a long time ago. Nothing to do with the missing men. Besides, the brine is here again.
Did anything happen while you were gone?
Oh no, everything's fine. Thank God. I feel quite uneasy here at the factory. I'm sure it's some kind of demon.
All right, time to get to work. I'll find this factory chort.
Oh, thank you, Vasilisa. I've arranged a room for you. Rest a bit. And get to work. The lads will show you the way.
Listen, Proshka. Can you see the demons at the factory with those demon eyes of yours?
Bah, evil spirits are everywhere. I'm sure we'll meet some at the factory. That doesn't mean we're always the ones to blame.
Well, actually, it usually does.
That's just the way your Khaldoons tell it. Look at me. I'm kindness and fluffiness itself.
True, but before you I saw countless chorts, but none of them were fluffy.
You just need to get to know them better.
Right.
Wake up, it's done already.
Hey.
Pahom wants you in his office. Are you a new salt carrier? All right, I don't have much time. Don't forget to close the door.
Baka ada penjual gitu ya. Aduh.
The workers that you meet seem to be scared, even in these early hours. You try to start a conversation, but as soon as you mention the disappearances, they cross themselves and quickly scurry away. In the factory office, you meet Pahom.
Vasilisa, come. I'll show you the factory. It's quite big. Quite a fortune we have here. Salt, as you see. But you can go anywhere with me. First, we will visit the pump. Alexei used to work there.
Pump.
Then we will visit the salt oven. Pyotr went missing there. We can go to the storehouse. A demon was seen there that night. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
What happened to Alexei in the pump tower?
He was the first to disappear. Happened on the first night we struck Brian. He was working then. Haven't heard of him since. Maybe they will tell you something new in the tower. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Tell me about Pyotr, who worked in the salt oven.
He was gathering salt from the Tsirin that night. There wasn't any brine at first, so we started cooking later. They'll tell you more in the salt oven. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask?
What did you see near the salt box?
We tried to track the culprit down. We saw a shadow, but it was foggy that night. Trishka called out to it, and this shadow started thrashing about like a fish. No man moves that way. It was here, by the salt box. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask?
I understand. Time for me to go.
Maka pump power. Okay.
A tall silhouette of a brine pump tower appears before you. It seems to hang over the factory like a watchtower. A steady hiss of the pump is heard from it.
Get closer.
Hey, Ivan, come over here. This is our piping master, an expert in drilling.
Ah, Pahom. Who did you bring?
A Noah from Cherdin. She's going to help us find Alexei.
So that's why her head is uncovered. Huh, a bare-headed witch. Are you out of your mind? Bringing caldons to the factory.
Hey, mind who you're talking to. Show her Alexei's things.
So we've been working here for years, breaking our backs, just so you could bring witches around, right? What are you listening to her for? She probably doesn't know anything. Listen, pretty girl. Do you at least know what do we do on this tower?
What is this wooden tower used for?
Pump power. Untuk extraction.
The tower protects the pump that lifts the brine from the well.
It may be not such a bad idea, Pahom. The girl is smart. I'll bring Alexei's things now.
The worker brings a bundle in which you find a piece of paper with a clumsy poem written on it.
Your fingers are like salt, your eyes deep as water, your hair is black as tar.
Look at him go.
Who could he have written this about?
Maybe he fell for a salt worker girl.
Huh, I doubt it. He'd write something about salty years then. I don't know, he never taught me anything of this sort. Well, I need to work. You need anything else?
What can you tell me about the missing guy?
What can I tell? A proper lad. And a smart one. Knows his way around the mechanism. Likes to have a drink, the rascal. Must be drinking with Peter in some pothouse. Oh, if I only catch him doing that.
They say a demon is carrying off workers. Seen anything odd?
Yeah, a witch walking around the factory. That's what's hot.
Now you tell her what she wants.
I haven't seen anything, all right? You'll learn for yourself that there aren't no demons here.
What was Alexei doing in the pump tower the night he disappeared?
I put him there to look after the pump once the brine started flowing. There's nothing else to do there. He must have grown bored and went to the pothouse.
I see. Thanks for the help.
So what do you think happened to Alexei?
For now, it's unclear. If it had been Chorts, they would have killed him on the spot. Maybe the girl from the poem knows something. So, where did he go missing? In the salt oven?
Yes, it's right here, behind the salt box. We will visit it first.
Thoughtful.
On your way to the salt oven, one of the workers calls out to Pahom and starts to question him about the disappearances. While Pahom is busy, you decide to look around.
There's a white track here, as if something was dragged.
Tanya dulu.
We don't know what became of him yet. Go do your job.
Wait, Pahom. Tell me one more thing.
You decide to look around while the salt workers are talking.
Iya, lumayan. Scratches.
Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks on the salty log. This ball looks odd.
Bawa aku kemana? Apa ini? Harap lagi, ya lumayan lah.
These days there's so much salt that there are sacks full of it just lying around.
Enough already. We need to go and you have work to do.
Wait, we stopped here for a reason. I noticed claw marks on it. The kind only the demons leave behind.
Where?
Lord have mercy.
I need to look inside.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Listen, Pahom. Don't be angry. We've lost the keys.
What the? Kuncinya hilang. Bagus.
Well, take some logs away then.
They've salted through heavily.
We need to open it today, before demons kill anyone else.
Do as you're told, while we go visit the salt oven.
The salt oven is submerged in unbearably hot shadow. You remember your visit to the underworld during your initiation. You shudder when you take a peek at the red-hot siren.
Hey you! Drop that sack! We want to ask you about Pyotr.
Good day, master.
Did you work with Pyotr? What can you tell me about him?
Peter jadi Peter.
Well, what can I tell? I don't know. He worked hard, we all do. Well, that's it, really.
What was Pyotr doing here?
Everything, really. Cooked salt, a strong guy. Was good at hauling the sacks from down below. Now that I think about it, he was quite good at hauling salt. You have to have some skill for that. Not a drunkard.
Have you heard about the demons? Seen anything like that?
Yes, I've heard. Lord protect me. But the Lord is merciful. I haven't seen anything of the sort. Peter used to say that we're here like shorts in hell ourselves.
I'll show you, Shorts. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, forgive me, master. I wasn't thinking.
Have you seen anything unusual?
Nothing of the sort. We're too busy working. I've heard, though. The other day, Peter was saying that he was going to get married.
How's that? To whom?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. I didn't know anything about him proposing, and here he tells us about this beauty. Black hair, white skin. That's the way he tells it. I think maybe he eloped with her.
Terbuka.
It doesn't look like there are any demons here. I need to search other places.
Well, go on. I'll check up on the salt box. You, lad, come with me. Give me a hand.
It's getting dark. Hurry up, your workers.
The barn stands like a grim giant. The processed salt is stored here before it is loaded onto barges. Suddenly, in the darkness of the parted gates, you notice a fuzzy figure. You look closer and see that the sun has almost gone over the horizon.
Ya, aku akan dulu.
You draw
buka
a
dulu.
circle just in time. A demon emerges from the darkness.
Aduh, kelima apaan? Gila ngurangin. Mati. Cih. Oh, nama hide itu bagus dong. Yaduh.
Forever in the woods! Don't kill me, demon, I beg you!
Demon? I'm often called a witch, but this is a first.
Open your eyes. What kind of susiatka takes a колдун for a demon?
So you're not the demon that settled in the box? Oh, what alive!
So you're saying there's a chort in the salt box. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but we all can feel it here. It emerged along with the salt. Now it start to eat people. Oh, what alive!
Oh, jadi mereka dimakan.
Why did you attack me?
No, I'm peaceful spirit. The chort from the salt box killed them. Even the Banics know what's been going on. Oh, what alive!
You look like a Susietka. What kind of spirit are you?
I'm a Susetko. There used to be an izba here. Its house forgot to bring me along. Then I started living in the barn when it was built. And the things that have been going on lately. Oh, what alive!
I need to go. It's midnight soon. What should I do with you?
Kill the spirit. Live the law.
You stay here. Keep guard in the barn.
The demon nods and dissolves into darkness. You open a door to the factory bathhouse. Inside the old gray building, you feel the presence of evil spirits. You take several steps inside and are immediately surrounded by Banics.
Not a step closer, demons.
Don't be mad, mistress. Stay with us, fellow Bannik. We'll live happily and scare the workers now and then.
What? You think I'm an Abdiriha of some kind?
What else? We all sensed a new spirit and saw you the other night walking here in the dark. As if looking for your home. Stay here with us. We'll grant you some gifts.
That would be nice, Vasnik.
Gifts, you say?
The Banny? No. Tell the truth.
What Bannock? I'm a regular witch.
Really? Well... Oh yeah, that's right. You a rake of life. Where's the Bannock we saw before then?
What did she look like? I might be able to help you.
Well, she was pale, long hair, just like Bannock.
I wouldn't call Bannocks pale. I haven't seen yours, but I'm looking for a spirit too.
Point it out to us when you find it. And get out of here. This is no place for the living.
The spirits disappear and leave you in solitude. All
Oke. Coba kita gunain dulu. Mana tas? Ini. Yaduh.
You approach the riverbank and notice a dark figure. You freeze, thinking of what to do next. This may be the spirit you are looking for, the one to blame for the missing workers. The figure jumps at the sound of your voice. It turns out to be a fisherman from the nearest village.
Aren't you afraid to go fishing at night? They say there are evil spirits here.
Nah, I'm not scared. I have a powerful amulet. With it, I fear no demon. I have seen that evil spirit, though.
What of this amulet?
Ah, some woman gave it to me. A fine thing. Can send any chalk packing.
We can play cards for the amulet.
Why not? I respect a good card game.
Demi amulet. Oke. Yaduh. Salah dong. Salah dong.
It is dark now, but the workers are still unable to open the salt box. You see the anxiety in their eyes.
Hold this here. Come on. He!
I think I know how to open this door. And I think I know what kind of demon haunts you. What evil spirits are to blame for the salt workers' disappearances? Your factory is close to the river. I think a Vodinoy crawled inside.
Oh, Jesus Christ! As soon as we break down this door,
Wait, I will whisper over the door.
step aside. Let the witch do her business.
You mouth the words of a Zagaver and apply the break herb. The door to the salt box opens.
Salah lagi dasar. Oh man.
Your assumptions proved wrong. There's a rusalka in the salt box. With a quick motion, you draw a circle and plan your next move.
What's this ruckus? The moon isn't up yet.
God, so many dead.
Dead? Girl, they're just sleeping. Because the moon isn't up yet.
What kind of sleep is she talking about? I smell death all the way from here.
Oh, if you insist, I can wake up my friends.
No, wait. Tell me first. Why are you here, demon?
I was sent by my father, the Vodinoy. I think he wanted me to find new friends. We'll be very close, forever and ever. Just like a fir and its little branches. Am I right, boys?
The corpses steadily sway in the brine.
Why? What for? Why did you kill all of these workers?
Killed? They're alive. Alive forever.
Oh yeah?
Why did the brine disappear in the factory? Why did it reappear?
These salt workers are lucky to have a friend as kind as I am. I give them life, love, and wealth. What more could you wish for?
To not to be drowned in brine?
I knew you wouldn't understand. What kind of demon are you anyway?
That reminds me. I need to break a water seal. Your soul could prove useful.
Oh, what a pity. And I wanted to propose eternal life to you. You are very sweet. I think you and I are quite alike.
I know what kind of eternal life you're talking about. I don't want that fate.
Oke, dia bermain tapi kok. Oke. 200. Ya. Ya. Juga belum udah mati. Gak bisa dibuang ini. Betul ya. Terus lawannya gimana? All enemies or gak bisa dibuang. Why? Kemana coba itu?
Damn witch!
Maaf, ini gak bisa dilawan. Karena melawan gimana itu?
You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father protects me. And without me, there won't be salt or eternal life.
The rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time. Silence is all around you. You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. Pahom found the courage to get the salt box.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
That's it. I've banished the Rusalka.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Vasilisa.
Too early to celebrate. She's gone, but she took all the brine with her. Get the horses ready. We need all Yegor's advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Be quick about it. We need to hurry.
Right this moment.
Dah. Nih, quest short babi ini 2 kali kursi remote tuh mati, susah. Dah. Siap babi memang.